Jermel Charlo vs. Brian Castano I fight. The first fight between Jermel Charlo and Brian Castano, which took place on July 17, 2021, for the undisputed super welterweight championship, was a thrilling and highly competitive bout that ended in a split decision draw. The result, and particularly one of the scorecards, sparked significant debate among boxing fans and analysts. The tale of the tape and fighter strategies. Jermel Charlo. As the unified champion, Charlo entered the fight with a reputation for his elite power and counter-punching ability. His strategy was to use his longer reach and potent jab to control the distance and look for openings to land his concussive power shots, particularly his left hook. He was more of a selective, calculated puncher. Brian Castano. The WBO champion, Castano was known for his relentless pressure, high-volume punching, and durability. His game plan was to close the distance, get inside Charlo's reach, and swarm him with combinations, not allowing Charlo to set up his big shots. He consistently pushed Charlo against the ropes, a key part of his strategy to negate Charlo's power. The fight's narrative. The fight was a classic clash of styles. Early to mid-rounds, rounds 1 to 9, Castano successfully executed his game plan for the majority of the fight's first two-thirds. He was the aggressor, consistently moving forward and outworking Charlo. Castano's pressure was relentless, and he was effective at backing Charlo up against the ropes and landing a higher volume of punches. While Charlo landed some sharp counters, Castano's activity and forward movement won him many of these early and middle rounds on most observers' scorecards. CompuBox statistics confirmed this, showing Castano outlanding Charlo in overall punches. Championship rounds, rounds 10 to 12, the momentum shifted dramatically in the final 3 rounds. Charlo's power began to take its toll. In the 10th round, Charlo landed a counter left hook that visibly hurt Castano, putting him on unsteady legs. Castano was able to survive the round but was clearly hurt. Charlo capitalized on this, and his offensive output increased significantly in the 11th and 12th rounds. He landed the cleaner, more impactful punches, winning these rounds on all 3 judges' scorecards and preventing an upset loss. The controversial scorecards. The official result was a split draw, with the judges' scorecards being the most talked about aspect of the fight. Judge Steve Weisfeld, 114 to 113 for Castano. This was widely considered the most accurate and fair reflection of the fight's action, with Castano winning more of the early rounds and Charlo dominating the final 3. Judge Tim Cheatham, 114 to 114 draw. This score was also viewed as acceptable, reflecting the back-and-forth nature of the bout. Judge Nelson Vasquez, 117 to 111 for Charlo. This scorecard was the source of significant controversy and was heavily criticized by fans and analysts, including boxing legend Andre Ward. A score of 117 to 111, 9 rounds to 3, for Charlo was seen as an unfathomable and egregious card that did not reflect the overwhelming pressure and success of Castano for much of the contest. Key statistics and takeaways. CompuBox stats. According to CompuBox, Castano was the more active and accurate puncher, landing 173 of 586 total punches, 29.5%, compared to Charlo's 151 of 533, 28.3%. Crucially, Castano outlanded Charlo 164 to 98 in power punches, statistic that underscores his success in getting inside and landing clean shots. The power versus volume debate. The fight highlighted the classic boxing debate of who to award rounds to. The fighter with higher volume and pressure, Castano, or the fighter who lands the more powerful, eye-catching shots, Charlo. While Castano landed more overall, Charlo's power was evident, especially in the late rounds. The unfinished business. The split draw, particularly given the lopsided nature of one of the scorecards, left a feeling of unfinished business. Both fighters and the boxing public immediately called for a rematch to definitively settle who was the superior fighter and the undisputed champion. This was a rivalry that needed a clear conclusion.